All right, so sorry I haven't posted in a while. Been pretty busy, and my grandma just passed away, so I spent a lot of time with her. I hope everybody had a happy Easter. So now that maple syrup season is over, it's garden time. Okay, so this year I'm doing things a little different. Sorry, it's kind of dark out, but it's like almost 8 o'clock at night. So right now I'm just covering up each row with some cardboard and putting some wood down to hold it down. Um, just so it helps kill the grass and the grass doesn't keep growing up. This side of the garden, I ended up putting a lot of compost in last year. And then starting with this row here and then going all the way over all of those rows. We didn't put any like fertilizer on the whole thing. We just put it in the holes that I was planting in. Um, so I got these all covered. We're going to make little mini raised beds here. They're only going to be about a board high. I got a whole bunch of slab wood from one of our friends, gave me a whole bunch of it. So thank you, Ryan. And we're just going to build some little mini raised beds. And with all that dirt and stuff that I got earlier this year, that's what we're going to put in on this side. So over at the very end, I have a larger space, and we're going to do what's called a hugelkultur. So I'll get into more details on that when we start doing it. I just learned about it, so we're going to try it. So we're just going to try it on that big end down there and see how it does. Supposedly you're not supposed to have to water it as much and stuff like that, so I'm super excited. So tonight I'm just putting cardboard down, and it's supposed to snow on Sunday, so yeah, that's awesome. I do have some garlic growing in a couple different spots. I put it in different locations to see how it did. This is my first year doing garlic, so I planted it last fall. I got a whole bunch of different kinds. I got some from the grocery stores. I got some from like farm stores. I got some organic ones, and I'm seeing what will grow. Then I covered it with mulch hay or straw. Yeah, mulch straw, I guess. I think it was a mix, but it's boiled so you don't get all the seeds or whatever. Um, but yeah, so I got some growing. This is one of the patches. So there's some garlic there. Hopefully my video is not too dark and you can still see some of it. Okay, and then I have a patch here. So you can see some of those growing really good. Oh, but wait, there's more. All right, let me turn this around. So I got a bunch in here, so you can see this. This was the first batch that I planted last year. That one's really big. And then these are my strawberry plants, but I planted garlic in on half of this. So you can still see some coming up. And then this half, I just mulched the strawberries. I didn't do any garlic in that half. And then over here, I have a whole bunch of garlic coming up here too. So that's cool. Lots and lots of garlic. These dark ones were kale last year, and I just left it to see if they'll actually regrow this year, if they survive the winter. This looks a little promising. So some of them are growing. But yeah, I have more garlic up here. And then last year I planted asparagus in here, and then this whole row is asparagus. So that should come up this year. All right, so quick little video. It's getting dark and I need to finish putting cardboard down so the grass doesn't take over again, and hopefully it kills it because I won't be able to plant for like a couple more months. Usually end of May or in June is when we can plant up here in Maine. So yeah, the ground gets warmer then. But I got a lot of work to do beforehand, and I'm just going to pluck away at it. So tonight's a nice night. I wanted to be outside, so I'm going to get some gardening stuff done. But it's starting to get dark, so I got to hurry up. All right, ciao. Okay, so I did do some videos of taking the maple syrup lines down. This was done on Easter. I'm not going to just do the whole regular video. I'm just going to skip right through it. But I did end up going through and looking at all the sap. I did have a little bit. Most of it was really yellow and gross. And then I noticed a lot of the trees, the buds and stuff are coming out, and I posted pictures on that. So I ended up just dumping it at the end. But I really wanted to show how long and a lot of work maple syrup is to make it and stuff like that. So just to give people an idea, so if somebody gifts you some maple syrup, that's like liquid gold. Just throwing that out there. It's a lot of hard work, especially when you're kind of doing it like this, and you don't have a whole maple syrup system set up and stuff like that. So I don't give a lot of it away because I use it for cooking and stuff. I don't do a lot of regular sugar. I try to stay away from that as much as possible. At least maple syrup has a little bit of health benefits to it. But yeah, so you can see here I'm just going around with Brenda in my backpack. But we're just going around and collecting all the buckets and taking the lines out. I just pop them out with a hammer. And then I just took the lines and I washed them out and stuff like that. And then they're just hanging to dry. I still got to wash the buckets and stuff like that. But you can see up there, like all the buds are starting to come out on the trees. So that tells me that sap season is done. Once it gets, the trees are budding like that, the syrup and sap and stuff like that, it's not good. And if you boil it, it could end up ruining the whole batch and stuff. So overall, we got about 2 gallons of maple syrup, which is super awesome. Even though the maple syrup is a lot of work, it's really awesome to get outside and have something to do during off season. And then it's so rewarding to have your own maple syrup at the end. So it's super cool. I hope people get out there and do it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll try to help you as best as I can, even though I'm kind of just winging it myself. But yeah. All right, here's a picture of Artie, and here's a picture of me and little Brendy. And I definitely appreciate everybody for watching. If you can please like and subscribe, that'd be super awesome. I'm still only at like 60 something subscribers, so I need a few more. All right, thank you. I hope everybody has a great evening, and I'll see you on the next video.